New research from LSU shows how politics are playing a role in the pandemic. LSU's Manship School of Communication recently surveyed 1,000 Louisianians about the pandemic, the government's response, and public health initiatives like social distancing and wearing masks. The research showed some partisan gaps. Take the mask issue. People were asked, is wearing a mask responsible? 76% of the state said yes, and of those, 93% of those who said yes were Democrats and 63% were Republicans. Iman Boyd reports on the political divide and agreement in the pandemic. Her story all new tonight at 10.
We saw a little bit of unity, partisan unity near the beginning of this, but it seems like we're returning to these old trends where partisan identity influences how you see everything.
The LSU Manship School study shows 89% of Democrats support continuing restrictions, even at an economic cost, while 68% of Republicans support easing restrictions for the sake of the economy, even if it comes to a health cost. Christy Malloyd with UL's Political Science Department says even during a pandemic, there are partisan divides.
We see people who are in more vulnerable economic positions who identify as Democrats. So they're feeling a lot of uncertainty and they don't know if they're going to have jobs. And so there's a lot of anxiety around that. Whereas Republicans tend to have far more of an economically secure base, more small business owners who are really looking forward to being able to reopen, get back to where they were before.
But Dr. Malloyd points out there is some agreement.
We still see over 60% of Republicans saying some restrictions are still needed. You should still be wearing a mask. It's really rare to see surveys where over 60% of both Republicans and Democrats agree on anything.
As the nation looks to rebound, Dr. Malloyd says politics will continue to play a role.
It's really hard to prepare economic or political plans when you're faced with that level of anxiety about reopening. There's a lot to figure out, and really we're on a shortened political timeline with the presidential elections coming up in November.
Iman Boyd, KETC, TV3.
The coronavirus